So hello, once again welcome back to our accounting concept sessions. In the previous sessions, we've discussed about business entity concept, we've discussed about the money measurement concept, and now in this session, we'll discuss a very important concept which is referred as going concern concept. Now, what is this going concern concept in accounting and why it's important? Let's try to understand this. When we are preparing an accounting record, we presume and we assume that the business will continue till eternity. There will be no death. The business will not die in the next period or in the short period. Even though it may die later on, but in the accounting transaction, we'll presume that all the business activities of the firm will continue till indefinite period of time, which means that business has a perpetual continuity. There's a long-term continuity in the business, and the business will not be dissolved in the near future. This is what I assume when I say that there's a going concern concept. Now, why is this assumption is important? Because when we start the business, we acquire the assets. Let's assume somebody acquires a machine. Now, this machine has a life of, let's say, 10 years. So when I'm acquiring the machine, which has a life of 10 years, I'm presuming that the business will also run till 10 years. And because of this, and had this assumption not been there, what would happen? Let's assume if I'm acquiring a machine of, let's say, $100,000. Now, if the cost of the machine is $100,000, and if I do not presume this assumption that the business will stay for the eternity, then this entire cost of the machine has to be charged in the same year, in the same period. But this will definitely be a wrong presumption. Why? Because machine has a life of 10 years. I can't charge the entire amount of the cost of the machine in one single period. Therefore, to avoid this kind of confusions, we presume that the machine will continue till 10 years. Why? Because I'm also presuming that the business will continue. The business will continue beyond 10 years, and therefore the machine will also continue to 10 years. Therefore, the cost of the machine has to be recovered only in 1 year, but the cost of the machine has to be spread over the life of the machine. It is only on this basis, and we'll discuss in the subsequent sessions, that we can charge depreciation on the fixed assets. So in the previous example, we took example that I am acquiring a machine of $100,000 with a life of 10 years. So the cost of this machine will be distributed over 10 years. And technically, if I distribute this cost in the life of 10 years, assuming there is no salvage value or no residual value I'm getting after 10 years from this machine, then in that case, I will charge $10,000 as the expense for every year. And technically, this is what is called as depreciation. So we are able to charge this depreciation. Why? Because we presume that the business will continue till eternity. Similarly, we'll discuss when we'll go in the advanced part about the valuations also. In the valuation also, we assume that the business is continuing for the future years and the business will keep on continuing and recurring some profits. And it's only then, and we are acquiring an asset also. We are acquiring asset. Why? Because that will help me boosting my profit of the future. And that's the reason why. So if the business doesn't have, I do not know how long the business will continue. But at present, I'm presuming that the business will continue till eternity. And therefore, whatever expenses I'm incurring, I will do accordingly. So if there are long-term assets, which will have a life of maybe more than a year, more than a 5-year, 10-year, 20 years, I will charge them and treat them in my accounting book in the same manner. And this is a very important concept which we apply in the accounting, which is called as a going concern concept. So again, let me just summarize this. In the going concern concept, we presume that the life of the business will continue till the indefinite period of time. So I hope you are able to get clarity in this concept of going concern. We will discuss more concepts in accounting in the subsequent session. Thank you very much.